into my heart and under my skin, and has fucking sat there for too long, and has hurt me a lot. But the good thing about heartache is it produces poetry, and you can ask any poet that and he will rather bitterly admit it. And this is called Cathy. There's this girl. You can find her in my memory, scrawling promises on the inside of my mind like prophecies. The first time we had sex, I bit her so hard that I left a scar, like a story on her lip, and I did it, half out of passion and half out of a need to hurt her. But I know that it just reminds her of the day that our atoms stepped out and danced, hands up to the sky like a supernova, entranced in everything. We became each other. Same body, same soul, but separate from one another. And I said that this will be the death of me. She laughed. She always loved morbidity, especially with me. There was one night, I was 23, standing patiently, watching the high-heeled girls chase listlessly through the darkening streets. Then she looked like a dream to me, with champagne eyes and cigarette lips that once upon a time I'd been able to kiss, but tonight I played a fool's game. I started from scratch with just a name, but we were the eternal rocks beneath, not a source of delight, but necessary, like we had no choice but to be, and we held the city to ransom. She called me handsome, knowing full well that I was hers all the same, so that when she kissed me I nearly skipped a heartbeat. Watched the South Bank skip from under my feet, and I wondered where we'd wander, though it didn't matter. She cocked the pistol pressed to my temple. Nothing is ever simple, she said. Like a metaphor we never needed, but something in us is naturally conceited, the same something that makes me lie to her and lie with her, and with each kiss bursting on my lips like chili flakes, we stayed up late. And in the morning I woke her by stroking her face like a cat playing with a mouse. When we left her house, I noticed how she clenched her fists and looked down when we talked of plans, wincing like I was biting. When she wasn't listening, I called her Cathy, because it was all I could do to make sense of this. And I knew that when I slept, she called me Heathcliff, said, whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same, and not as beauty, but as my own being, and if only then we could have comprehended what we were seeing. But I still see her eyes in the shadows inside my head, and I wish that I could hold her until we both were dead, but it's too easy for us. It's too easy to just fade out and not burn like stars or eyes. And that night she lit the fires, and I saw who I'd fallen for. A wild thing, a changeling, and not the girl that I had drawn blood from, but an enemy in my embers from a night I wish I didn't remember so vividly. It was the first night we made love, and it was the last time I saw her, but she still haunts me like she promised.